I've listened to music. I've listened. His music and his performance is different. It's a message. It's
authentic.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Authentic.
So tell me about your music.
I think the focus is mainly is derived from like where I'm coming from, the Volta region. I always want to make sure there's this like authenticity coming from the Volta region. There's so many saturated sounds out there, so it's kind of difficult for you to not want to do what is happening all the time.
Yeah.
But once in a while I do it. It's just that I need to create a niche for the era sound and then also add a bit of the modern sound to it. And so sometimes it sounds very different, but it's something that we already know. And that's why when I do it, people can actually relate to it. And I also want to make sure I'm doing music for like both the old and the young as well. So sometimes it sounds as if it's very different, but it's not that different. Because when I go to Europe and I'm performing, like everybody is like, understanding and jamming to it. So I don't think it's different, but it's just more of, the saturation of the music here is different from what some of us are doing. And so you feel like it's different because your ears and your screens are saturated with music that are paid for or not paid for, but basically pushed more than others. And so some people might classify our songs, like me, Akan, Real Boss, and all these people as if it's a very alternative, but it's not that alternative. It's also under all genres. There's rock, there's R&B, there's rap. We do we even do orchestra music sometimes if you want.
You do
it's just
poetry
music.
in there
Yeah,
too.
we do poetry in that too. Exactly. So like imagine like how many people are doing poetry, how many mainstream artists like do you hear doing poetry? Exactly. So like your ears are highly saturated with and none of these things. And so once anybody tries to do something different or changes the sound a bit, then it sounds as if it's alternative, but it's actually not. If you sit down and relax
I love you.
Yeah, when you sit down and relax, you love it. Yeah.
I think Worlasi does music for the world.
Yeah,
and what amazes me about your music is that even though you do music for the world, you have an identity. There's an identity in there. So Worlasi you are all boy ifriha. And then it's not only say or kakasebi free the chromo, but also explaining in a viral language or speak English, everything. You will follow. The thing about Worlasi music is that you would follow. You would follow. And
if you would see me, I'm screaming. I was going, revolution! Revolution, revolution. It's like you have that ability to awaken certain things that are dead inside out. You just bring the truth to light.
Yeah, which is difficult for artists these days because, you are scared of your career and where you're going. And also you have people around who are also in the white collar space that are actually helping you and advising you to do certain things. And so sometimes we are all scared to say certain things because we know that it might affect people in those disciplines, So like ebia BBC na say BBC will chrome na say ebia high in into me can because ebia na obiso eshe baby I say o kana asem or your adamfo and or your papa and or boss. It's musicians say na then say a bit my kasa anyama way. But I say I can't because history is not only written, it is also created, it's also said, and it's also played. Until we read history, sometimes it's and we won't say no history no mo bia kasa anyamo. No one say okay, yeah, this happened in 18 then obi to nyumo craft. That's history. And so some of us also need to find ways of, doing music that is related to what's happening now.